Hi, it's Craig from PoolTreeSystem.com, and we're going to show you how to assemble and install the PoolTree system on your above ground pool. So once you've received your system, the first step is to blow up the ball and blow it up in the harness. So the ball comes with a plug, looks like this. If you go with our oversized ball upgrade, plug looks a little bit different, but same concept. So locate your harness, your ball, and your plug, and arrange the harness. Just make sure it's not tangled up. You will have to stop a couple times while blowing up the ball, straighten out the straps. The fuller the ball gets, the easier it is to straighten this out and arrange it how it has to be. So the best way to start is to put the ball inside the harness, just kind of loosely. Make sure that it's somewhat arranged so that the grommets are on the top. And we like to recommend to have the hole facing out the side instead of being down in the water or up against the cover where it could get pulled or rubbed. So kind of generally just arrange it in the harness, and then you're ready to start blowing it up. We are going to use a compressor just because it's the fastest way. So now we're ready to put some air in it. As you blow it up, straighten out the straps, and then you know you're done when you can fit your hand in between the straps. You don't want it too tight, you don't want it bulging out of the harness, and you don't want it loose so that the harness is slipping around on it. So we'll show you that in a minute. Okay, so now you've got your ball and harness blown up. You've got your plug situated off to the side so it doesn't get snagged on the cover. Now it's time to assemble your support lines. So the first thing you need to do is count the number of uprights on your pool. That obviously varies by size of pool and brand. So you're going to want one of these on every other upright. So your system may come with more than you need. You can choose to put extra ones on if you want, but you want at least one on every other upright. So this particular system is going to be going on a 21 round. We're going to need 8 of these. So you just spread them evenly around the grommets. Most of these grommets move and slide, so they don't have to be exact. They will arrange themselves once they're in the pool to where they need to be. Just put them around somewhat evenly. And you do that by feeding the rope through the top side of the grommet. So you take your rope, put it from the top down, pull 3 or 4 inches out, and just tie a basic knot on the underside of the tab. So that when you pull on it, the knot is underneath the tab, and the reason for that is when you pull the cover over this to put the cover on the pool, it's not going to get snagged on the knot. It's nice and hidden under that tab. So that's the harness end. On the other end of the rope, you're going to attach the cone-shaped end of the bungee connector. So you take your other end, you feed it through the hole and out the space. And for now, you're just going to tie a loose knot somewhere near the end. This is how you're going to adjust it. Once it's on the pool, you're going to pull this so that it's tight, and that's how you make your final adjustments to your exact pool. So that's one complete support assembly. You're going to do that evenly around the harness until you have the number that you need. Okay, so now you've got all your support lines tied on. You got your bungees, connectors tied onto the other side. So now it helps to have a second person if possible. It's not mandatory, but it makes it easier if you have somebody that can hold these lines and keep them organized, keep them from tangling. I like to gather them kind of like a ponytail like this, keep them all in order. And you're going to go out to the pool. Now we will show you how to attach your red straps. That's the next step. So you attach your red straps, bring this out to the pool, and we'll continue from there. Okay, so these red straps are what attach the system to the pool. They go behind the upright support of the pool and attach the stretch connect couplers to the pool. So we recommend using one of these on every other upright of the pool. Your system may have more than necessary, so you can either choose to use those, keep them as spares, or you can spread them out around the pool and use them for more support. So this pool has one extra, so we're going to put it in between another section. So count the uprights on your pool, determine how many of these you're going to need and where they're going to go. Quick tip is that every pool has a seam in the wall where the wall bolts together, and it's usually on one side of the skimmer or the other. And that seam can be a little bit more difficult to get the strap behind. So we recommend, if you're going to skip one, start by skipping that one. That way you don't have to deal with the seam behind the upright. So the seam on this pool is right here. We are going to lay these red straps around the pool to the upright. This pool has a big tree right above this section of it, so we're going to put the extra support underneath the tree where the most leaves will collect on this pool. Okay, to attach the red straps behind the upright supports, we supply this strap installer tool, also known as a zip tie. So you just feed the zip tie through the female end of the buckle, and then you feed the zip tie behind the upright support. So sometimes you can push the wall in a little bit. Yep, the zip tie comes out the other side. Just pull it through. Remove your zip tie. And then set this on top of the pool so that it's ready for the bungee support. So you go around the pool, attach them all first, and then you just walk around the pool and attach your Stretch Connect bungee supports. Okay, now you're ready to make the final step of putting the PoolTree in the pool and attaching it to the red straps. So basically you're going to set the ball in the pool, start with one rope closest to you. So this rope is going to go for the strap right here, and you just follow the ropes around in order and hook them to the red straps. It does help to have an extra person at this point so that one person can make the clip connections and the other person can get the next line ready. This ball, it may roll around, but as long as the next rope goes to the next clip, it will eventually right itself and end up right side up. So we're going to start here. This rope is going to go to the red clip right here. This one is going to go to the next one. This side is going to go over here. And you just work that way all the way around the pool. Okay, so now the system's on the pool. This pool
This system was already set up for this pool, so most of the bungees are adjusted already. But when you first get your system and adjust it for the first time, you're going to have a lot of extra rope. So these lines will be drooping into the pool. So it's very important that these are tight. They should have some stretch in the bungees, and that's so that the lines are nice and high off the water. If these aren't tight enough, then it might droop and it might sit into the water. So this tension here, you can push on it, it's nice and taut, it's not drooping, the rope is straight. That's how you want all of it to be. Another tip, when you put the red straps on, we like to rotate the buckle underneath the top rail so that it's out of harm's way. If it's up on top here and you get a lot of snow or ice, it could get crushed. It's underneath here, it's nice and safe. So rotate those buckles around underneath and then go around the pool and adjust your stretch connect bungees. So we supply the alligator clip. This is included with your system, and you can see this one needs to be tightened up a little bit. So use a step stool or a short ladder, pull the connector through so that the bungee is stretched out, and then you wedge your alligator clip while you tie your knot. You're going to tie a knot just like you did on the harness side. Simple knot. Pull your alligator clip out, and then this bungee is nice and tight. Go around, do that as necessary to each of the supports. Make sure the ball is in the center, and then you're ready to put your cover on.